So before heading back to that dungeon where I was supposed to fight some things and then ended up getting wiped in the last video, I do recall that here in the Goma Highlands or whatever, there is something that looked a lot like one of those steam train thingies that I could probably go and use, like, the grip synergy on, and probably use that to accomplish some more things in this area. And I'd like to just stick my head in here for a brief 2 seconds and see if I can actually, you know, figure out how to do that. This Jupiter Genie doesn't turn to face me when I walk around like a number of the other ones did. You're shy. So it looked like I couldn't really make much progress from the lower area. So what happens if I just, like, come over here and try to summon you from the upper area? No? Okay. I can't do it from here either. I really wish there was just a drop-down or something from, like... If I tap it with the touchscreen, no? No stylus? No? I really wish there was just, like, a drop-down so that I could drop down to the lower area without having to, like, leave and come back. Alright, so I really did expect this to be able to be solved once I had the grip synergy. Oh! Wait! Hi! Are you just gonna... Alright, I guess I was just, like, really overthinking this. I can get on now, I guess. I guess I was just really overthinking this. I saw this after that one sequence, in the, like, by the, like, camp with the bridge. And the Carver, or whatever his name was, said something about using the grip synergy. So I just kind of assumed that that was going to come into play here as, like, a sort of teaser, as, like, look what you'll be able to do after you get the next synergy sort of thing. But, alright, really is that simple. I guess I just did overthink this. So we're gonna fight. You did not join my party happily. Maybe that's why you didn't make eye contact with me earlier. You, didn't want to engage in a trainer battle or whatever. So we can go and unleash Flint or Flower. I've now got two Venus Genie at my disposal here. That's a healing move. This is an offensive move. Let's use the offensive move. May revive a downed ally. Oh, that's a tiny bit ironic in that Karis had a Genie which could possibly revive an ally, but couldn't use it in that last fight. I don't know. I guess I probably could have, like, wandered around a little bit and played around with Genie configuration and stuff, but, like, before that one boss-esque fight, and made that work. But I didn't think about that. Fever and Forge. All right, this is an attack buff. Unfortunately, Tyrell is going to move after the two of us, so that's not going to really come into effect until the next turn. But let's see. Oh wait, did I just revive myself? I was definitely not paying attention to what I was clicking on in the menu. I think I just attempted to revive myself. That's cute, I guess. Let's just go and use one of those so that we can summon Ramses on the next turn. And Tyrell is going to go and use Fever so that we can summon Kieran on the next turn if we really need to. Alright. So, thanks for the healing that I kind of didn't really need. You're going to summon Ramses, and I believe this is the first time seeing this one in this game. I got a bit of a rise out of Ramses in the Lost Age with the, you know, the Great Punching Pyramid. I'm sure I got a rise out of it in the first Golden Sun too, but that was 10 years ago and I don't really remember. Alright. What does that remind me of? That reminds me of, some boss from, like, I don't want to say, like, Boulder Guys from Super Mario Galaxy, but it reminds me of something along those lines. Anyway, we defeated the Jupiter Genie. Tyrell is going to gain a level, and Jupiter Genie... Gust is going to join our party. You're going to get set to Karis, which is who I wanted to have you anyway, so that's cool. And now, I think we can return to the dungeon where I was fighting things, and where I had a boss fight, which I lost in the last video. You know, the fact that I was kinda just messing around here and, like, closed the gate behind me when I left here last time just for a laugh probably kinda sorta came back to bite me, because now I'm gonna have to go through this whole thing again, aren't I? Right, here we are again. If I stand over here, are we going to replay the exact same cutscene as before, or are we just gonna get to fight? We're going to play the exact same cutscene as before. Alright! You know what I realized I didn't do right after this fight started, which I kind of went out of my way to do pretty often in the last game, is I didn't unset any of my genie right before a boss fight. And that's probably, like, a good idea, for all the reasons that it would have been a good idea in the last game. Although, for what it's worth, this early in the game, there's not that many genie to unset anyway. I just like summoning punching pyramids, okay? So let's go and buffet a foe once, possibly twice with a Gale of Wind or whatever. I'm gonna try and damage and delude foes with the Heat Haze. I'm gonna try and delude you. I'm gonna try and take out one of these minions first. Just because, you know, general video game strategy, if you have a group of enemies, you take down one at a time, then that's one fewer guys who can do damage to you. You're going to continue throwing synergy bombs at me, and that's, I guess, probably another good reason for me to not really attempt to use actual synergy right now, if you're going to just keep draining my PP. And instead attempt to do things with... Alright, that actually did more damage than I thought it would. I assumed that the primary effect of that would have been to delude. I'm gonna try and do damage with... Maybe not that one now. I'm gonna try and do damage with the genie summons. So let's see. So Venus, let's just summon Venus. No, let's summon... Come on, help, stop. Let's summon Venus on the whole group. And Jolt is going to be a revival one. That's not really that useful, although I guess there is something to be said for just like using genie just to unset them so that you can summon a bigger summon later. But Tyrell, you are going to boost party attack with a Flame's Fury, and on the next turn you're going to summon Kieran. Okay, so that was a decent amount of damage. Nothing really spectacular. That was Earth, right? So I guess super effective damage from Earth. Actually, these are humanoid enemies, and those often take super effective damage from all the elements in Golden Sun games, I've noticed. Alright, food for thought, I guess. Except for the ones who are, like, obviously aligned with an element, I guess. Like, what were the names? Like Karsten Company, Alex and Company from the last game, Satoru Minority from the first one. Anyway. So you're going to keep sapping my PP. That's a little bit annoying, but I guess that comes with the territory of fighting next to one of these giant, like, unholy, synergy-draining vortices in the middle of the room. Let's see. I see that my stats went up from using things. I've got... Alright, so I've got 2, urine recovery. I guess I'll restore HP now. We've got 2 Mars Genie that we can use. And... I'm surprised I haven't taken down any of these guys yet. Tyrell is going to summon... Alright, so the bigger, stronger ones are going to get sorted to the front, that's right. Whoever that is, Tyrell is going to summon them. And that's going to be a little bit of HP restoration, very good. I like that. Karis is going to attack just to do 38 damage. And you're going to use an herb. You're going to heal yourself. That's fine. I wish you wouldn't, but... I guess there are worse things that you could do, like actually killing me. So you're going to use another one of those PP grenades. I am out of HP. Karis is almost out of HP. Tyrell is almost out of HP. I mean PP. And I'm not going to rearrange the DS screens every time we do a summon. I'm probably just going to like rearrange the DS screens so that you can see, you know, the full top and bottom screen effect. Probably the first time that we see a summon, and then after that I'll just, you know, leave the screens where they are. In the 16x9 container, because that would be just so much extra work. That did a fair amount of damage. I like that. Flint is going to be set. Gust is going to be set. And I believe that is just in time for me to go ahead and try and use, for example, Flint and Gust on these guys. Tyrell, you don't have anybody, right? Because both of your guys are going to be on cooldown for a turn or so. So you can just go and use a nice sword. I mean axe. Axe to the face. Alright, that took down the 1. Very good. This battle should be getting easier from here. That took down 2. And the last one, I expect in another turn or 2 you'll be finished too. So I might be able to just, like, wail away on you with regular attacks, smash the A button. And we'll be able to... Well, not if you keep healing. I did more damage than you healed anyway. So we're just gonna go and mash the A button. Because that's going to be faster than summoning Genie, and it'll get us there in the end. Alright! Failed Stealthy Scout 2. Thank you for the experience. I expect I should get a level out of this. Level 13. I learned Ragnarok. Fun. Anyone else? No. Got some money and a side grenade. Alright, so you guys, Kraden and friends on the other side, what are you doing? You arrived in the nick of time, my young friends. I'm sorry we kept you waiting so long. Ah, you must be Michael's friends, Karis and Terrell. That's me. None other. Well, I commend all of you. Making it through the ruins must have been hard for you. Yeah, the ruins were huge. Why didn't you come up and help us out? Well, that's a fine way to talk to Master Kraden. He's gone to a lot of trouble to get here. Come now, Noel. We owe them thanks for coming when they did. Or else you, Reef, and I might have fallen prey to these shadowy fiends. We're very grateful that you leapt to our defenses. Michael is being a little shy. We were glad to help out, but where is your other student? Reef has gone missing. It's true, Reef is gone. The rumors are true. These adepts from Vale are already quite powerful. Alright, if I know one thing about video games, it's that the hairstyle and that silhouette means nothing good. I've been playing video games for long enough to know exactly what to expect when somebody with hair with that, you know, those kinds of insanely sharp angles just appears. We didn't want to reveal ourselves this soon, but you've seen that machine, so. Who are you? Have you taken Reef from us? Show yourself. There are two of us watching, Kraden. My ally doesn't know you, but I do. You're feisty as ever. You've hardly changed in 30 years. You got a heavy dose of synergy from the lighthouse, didn't you? So this is someone who knows us and someone who, like, clearly is familiar with the events of the last two Golden Sun games. Going off the, I feel like I should know this because I did play this game a long time ago. I just don't remember. Going off the, like, we never found a body rule. Is Alex still alive by any chance? Because that feels like the sort of thing that we would pull right about in a situation like this. How can you know that? Who are you? Show yourselves now. Show yourselves. Alright, exclamation point. Now, villains. Don't pout, old friend. You'll find out. Now, you might be wondering, where is that student of yours? You're definitely speaking like Alex. I'll say that much. So, Noel is gonna go hopping around. Where have you taken Reef? I'll answer that in my own sweet time. First, tell me, Michael. You've been entrusted with the glyph book, haven't you? What? That kid? How could he be? Please, let him speak. I'm positive that he can read the ancient symbols somehow. But your response, son of Vale? No. I can't read. Reading is hard. I don't... that spilled the beans, Michael. We could have kept your book a secret from them. Wait, was that not a no? I thought that was a no. Did I select the wrong one? Whatever. You can't hide secrets from the masked man. His glimmer of honesty just saved your lives. What is this glyph book you speak of? Do you mean to take it by force? That old friend of yours doesn't have a clue, does he? Now the other one, that's Michael, right? Oh, they're still in the dark about who we are. Let's throw this pack of dogs a bone already. Blados. I am gonna make so many jokes about this. Hello down there, young bugs. Little bugs. Don't worry, we won't squash you. Not if you continue through the caves. What? The caves? We're not going anywhere. Give my brother back. This twerp, we're going to boot him out we're going to boot him out one of the cave exits. Alright, yeah. What do you mean, boot him out? If I were you, I'd hurry up to that exit. He'd be tied up, and an easy snack for passing beasts. You're dropping him outside at the north cave exit? That sounds like a lot of work to get revenge on someone, and then, like, tell the other people exactly how you're gonna get revenge so that they could, like, save them. Like, if you really wanted to, like, save yourself the time, there's a nice void, like, right down below underneath us. I probably shouldn't give him any more ideas. Anyway, you know, there isn't just one exit, there are two, and Reef might be at the north end or the south end. Of course. There's an exit to the north and the one to the south near Harappa. Yes, two exits, one Kraden. Maybe the spawn of the so-called Warriors of Vale will help you out. Excuse me? What's he going on about? Is he talking about us? My eager associate is saying exactly that. Head to the southern exit near the town of Harappa. Why do we have to go there? We want to go north, not down south. We'll find out soon enough. Suffice it to say that you've got to help your little Reef. Isn't that reason enough? I'm responsible for Reef. I have to get him back. I'm sure he'll be safe and sound if you stand around jabbering, old man. Yap, yap, yap. Big talk for someone who said he wasn't looking for a fight. I'm itching for a good fight, and it would be entertaining to fillet you right here. Now, GLaDOS. They kept their promise. You keep yours. I know my promise and my duty. Then let's leave these dogs to chase their tails. Go, Kraden. You two children of Vale's infamous warriors. We'll drop off Reef at one of the two exits. Wait. I know your voice, don't I? Whoever they were, they're gone. If I only hadn't been distracted by that machine, then I wouldn't have lost track of Reef. You're a scholar, Master. Can't be blamed. It's entirely my fault. But what were they after? Could it have been something to do with what's happening at Soul Sanctum? Master, we can't linger. Yes, we must find Reef. Hopefully he'll be at the North Cave exit. My friends, we will take up our quest for the Feather once we have reunited. Guess we have no choice. Those fiends are forcing us to split up for now. See you later, Gramps. I'm afraid that I have more unfortunate news for you, friends. The Synergy Vortex has complicated things further. For after you search the south exit for Reef, you cannot follow us through this chamber. The Vortex nearly pulled in our Reef, and by the time you return, it will surely be even bigger. Now, once you emerge from your exit, you must travel north, scaling over the Kirin Mountains. Kirin Mountains. I'm gonna go with that. Going over the Kirin Mountains is difficult, but I'm positive that you can do it. Once you come down the other side of the mountains, meet us in Belinsk, near the capital of Morgul. For it is in Belinsk that we will find clues about to the whereabouts of the Mountain Rook. If you find Reef first, keep him safe and sound. We'll see you soon. So, I haven't really been doing this, but if I were to click on these vocabulary words and open the dictionary, how much are we actually going to be told about these guys? So, Reef, the Water Adept has traveled the world with his teacher Kraden, studying alchemy and other traces of the ancient world. Reef is the son of Mia. Water Adept who traveled with the Warriors of Vale. All right. I know that a lot of the characters in this game are like the kids of various characters from the first game. I actually was expecting them to be like not nearly as upfront about that and like have us like learn that at dramatic story moments and such, but I guess we're just going to be told that outright before we even really, like, get a chance to sit down and have a talk with the guy. Anyway, with any luck, we'll find him first. They're gone. How did our quest for the Feather get off track that easily? I wonder why GLaDOS and his soldiers attacked us. So likewise, if I go down to the bottom screen and hit this one, the Master Swordman is commander to a mysterious group of soldiers. That's all it says. And who is the masked man with them? It seemed that he and Kraden knew each other. Kraden, I'm sure, is just gonna, like, tell us that he's a giant nerd who wanders around sticking his nose in places where maybe it doesn't belong. The Salt Scholar is one of Waird's foremost authorities on alchemy, synergy, and ancient cultures. He traveled around with the Warriors of Vale, and now he conducts his research with 2 young apprentices. Alright, who knows? We were getting so close to the Feather, or at least close to Belinsk. I'm not going to tap on every vocabulary word, probably just characters, for the most part, who I think are going to be important. Maybe some other things if they strike my interest. Anyway, when bad luck hits, you just have to roll with the punches. What a surprisingly positive thing for you to say, Tyrell. I also haven't, like, really investigated most of the actual main characters. I guess this is gonna, yeah. We already know that, Tyrell is Garrett's kid, but I guess we're just gonna enumerate that on the encyclopedia entry as well. He's a bit of a troublemaker. Alright, your reputation precedes you, Tyrell. Literally your Wikipedia page is a little bit down on you. Anyway, I'm more used to you kicking and screaming when fate throws you for a loop. Well, one of us has to be the grown-up here. Very funny. But let's hurry, or Reef might be in real danger at the Harappa exit. I guess that means we're heading to the IJ. Quaternions? Never thought I'd see the south coast of Angara. Alright, yeah, I would love to go see, like, I don't know, there's so many math references you could make here. Quaternions was just the first one that popped into my mind. There's, like, you know, loop counters in programming, INJ, there's, like, indices in 2D matrices, INJ, there's, so many other references you can make. But, is this a... Okay, that's a pushy thing. And I can push those. Let's see, I've been recording for about a half an hour, and I think probably, depending on how much longer this dungeon goes on, I'll let it go probably to, like, when I get out of the cave, assuming that we do that sometime soon. What exactly is the point of all this? Because it looks like I don't actually need to push these in order to get through. I just am kind of... Oh, I do need to push them in order to get through. Let's go that, push that way. I can go around the back, push that way. And this is going to create like a walking path for me. Would this be easier if I just restarted? Hang on. Alright, so if we push the one that was up here out, with minimal changes to the rest of the room, I should be able to do something along the lines of this. And actually create like a zigzag pattern that I can jump across. Okay. Pretty sure that's how I was supposed to do that. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. I'm suddenly really hungry for some reason. I mean, I didn't eat lunch, but that's, you know... Oh, that was rude. Interesting outline effect there, though. I did say something in the last part about how Golden Sun dungeons often don't have points to no return, but I guess that's going to be one, at least for now. We'll probably be able to double back later from another direction, from like the north exit or whatever. Anyway, we walked right into their trap. Tricked us. We did trick you, but this is no trap. You're free to go. And why ambush us, coward? What, is it a crime to come to say goodbye? We're just sad to see such great warriors be on their way, that's all. Never mind Blados. If he's here, I'm sure Reef must be somewhere around. Smart girl. Maybe even as smart as your father, Ivan. Alright, so once again, what do we have to say about, like, the previous Warriors of Vale from the previous games? This Warrior of Vale traveled with Isaac during the quest 30 years ago. He now lives nearby on the land of Calais. He and his daughter, Karis, are Wizarducks, descendants of the Anemos, an old civilization thought long gone. Oh yes, that's right. That was kind of a mystery, wasn't it? Where exactly Ivan and Shiva came from in the previous games. We'll see if we find out somewhere along the line. I don't like the way that guy's talking about Karis. It's like he knows her. What do you mean, smart as my father? Just that you might be a worthy adversary someday. Now get out of here, or else I'll bring this whole place down. Definitely getting sorta Alexy vibes from all this. So there's a treasure chest up there, which you guys are in the way of, and I want. So unfortunately, if push comes to shove, I'm definitely gonna, unfortunately, most regrettably, have to just, you know, beat you guys up if that's what it takes. So this is let us out into fresh air once again. There is a box. Yeah, it's hopping. Very Metal Gear Solid. Should we open it? It's so bizarre. Hell yeah, let's open this. All right, crack it open. It wasn't a very good box if it just fell apart at the seams like that. It's Reef. Guess we headed out the right exit after all. We found him. Lucky we got to you in time, Reef. I don't think I could have stood in that for a second longer. It was like a coffin. Kraden and Noel were terribly worried when you vanished. Well, let's hurry up and catch up with them. I hope you weren't planning on going north through the caves. Because you can't use the cave route now that we've collapsed the entrance. I've trapped you in the southwest corner of Angara. Cage of monumental proportions. You've emerged on the other side of the Goma Mountains, so there's no going home. And you're stuck with, below the Kirin Mountains with little hope of crossing over them. You again, stop this nonsense. Why are you tormenting us? Nonsense? Oh, there's a lot of sense behind this. Not that I'll tell you fools. I don't understand. Who are you guys? Now you're just starting to ask the right questions. I'm fed up with this. You're toying with us. You're lucky I've been giving orders to let you live. Until you've played your other parts, that is. What did he just say? Play our parts? I think you just let something slip, don't you? The colors of these guys' hair, like obviously hair color is a big, you know, giveaway when it comes to the elements that people have, but is this like, it also makes me think of like, I don't remember the exact order of like the face buttons on like a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller or something like that. It looks like they're forming a giant like set of face buttons or D-pad or something. Alright, yeah, probably. Is what I would say if I'd been paying attention and wasn't distracted by hair colors. Don't look so smug! I didn't mean for that to slip out, but you'll be crying for mercy once you get what it really means. You're locked into your fate. There's only one way to escape the LJ region, the IJ region. And that passage is over the Kirin Mountains. Far too treacherous for you. Farewell, children of Vale's greatest warriors. Know that you've had the honor of facing GLaDOS. Just be GLaDOS that you didn't meet my sword. Guess we've got no choice. He's trapped us in IJ. But we need to reach Belinsk. But GLaDOS did say that there's another way, going north over the Kirin Mountains. He did say that it would be a difficult climb, though. It probably is for him. Did you see all those dumb cables they used to get around? Still, we should proceed carefully, Tyrell. It's not Tyrell's strong suit. What could be so difficult about taking the passage over the mountains? Taking the passage north isn't as straightforward as you'd think. This is the first time we've been to this part of Angara. I'm scared we'll get lost. Don't be such a worrywart, Karis. We'll be up and over these mountains in no time. Just, Tyrell, ask her out already. It's been, what, 8 videos? Anyway, you seem just as frustrated with our predicament, Michael. I've traveled this area with Kraden. There's a town south of here, near the coast that we should go to first. So you know which way to head next then, Reef? You could have said something earlier. I say we head straight for that town. Let's get our bearings before we go over the mountains. There she goes again, pushing us around. What? I know full well that Michael is our leader. I just figured he'd want some input. Right then. Let's move out before Karis blows a gasket. So, may I take it that you're alright with me traveling with you? I would suggest that we head to that town. Alright, we have got our 4th party member. I want to say there's 8 in this game. I want to say there's like 2 party members of each type or something along those lines. Let's see. If I go into your synergy, firstly, you probably got like, alright, Cure Poison, Ply, and Douse. Alright, you don't have Freeze, which would have given us a bit of a shortcut in some of the previous places that we've been to so far, but I'm sure we'll get there in due time. Do you come with any Genie? You do. Alright, Sleep. Slash a foe to reduce its attack. Alright, I'm not gonna mess around with that. Also, I would like to have a look at your items. Thank you for the inventory space, by the way. It looks like you've got just a basic padded gloves, basic travel vest, basic wooden stick. If I were to go into the inventory of one of my other party members, could I, for example, give this? Reef can't equip the bow. What about any armor? I might have a little bit of extra armor in here. Cotton shirt. Not really. Alright, that's actually going to lower your defense. Alright, I might have sold my extra equipment. I might just not have had as much as I thought I did. I'm gonna end this off here. So my name is Dragonite. This has been Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Next time, we're gonna be going to wherever they said we should go. I've already forgotten. Somewhere down south. I don't know if we're gonna get there in the next video, or if we're just gonna start moving in that direction and fight some monsters, solve some puzzles, that kind of thing. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is the game that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.